Once upon a time, in the heart of Riverstone village lived a young woman named Amara, known far and wide for her breathtaking beauty. Her skin glowed like morning sunlight, her eyes shone like calm water, and her smile, on the rare days she offered one, could silence an entire marketplace. Every time she walked through the village square, men paused, women admired, and children whispered in awe. It was said that even strangers passing by would stop just to look at her. But Amara's beauty hid something darker. She was rude, proud, and mean-spirited. She walked as if the entire world existed beneath her feet. She insulted elders, mocked children, and spoke harshly to anyone she considered beneath her. Her parents, Okechukwu and Mira, tried to correct her, but Amara believed beauty excused everything. One hot afternoon, as the sun burned heavily on the dusty village road, an old woman named Mama Nena struggled to lift her basket of mangoes after they spilled. She saw Amara passing and called out softly, "My daughter, please help me lift my basket." Amara stopped, frowned, and looked at her with disgust. "Me? Help you? Do I look like your maid?" she snapped. Before Mama Nena could reply, Amara hurled more insults, mocking the old woman's torn wrapper, her shaking hands, and her weakness. The villagers watched silently as the old woman's eyes filled with tears. With a trembling voice, Mama Nena looked at Amara and said, "Beauty without character is a dangerous gift. Since you have chosen pride over kindness, may your beauty become a curse. On the day of your wedding, every man who lifts your veil will see the face of an old beast." The villagers gasped, but Amara merely scoffed and walked away. Months passed, and nothing seemed to happen, until one evening a young man named Daniel, who had returned from the city, saw Amara on the path leading home. He stopped in shock, captivated by her beauty. "I did not know Riverstone had such a beautiful flower," he whispered to himself. Within days, Daniel gathered courage and went to Amara's family home in his shining car. When Amara saw the car, her pride swelled. She believed the man must be rich, and she immediately agreed to marry him. Her parents gladly accepted the proposal, grateful that someone finally wanted their troublesome daughter. A wedding date was set, and the whole village buzzed with excitement. When the day arrived, Daniel came with his family, bearing gifts and wearing his finest clothes. Amara stayed in her room, her face covered with a bright wrapper, waiting to be unveiled by her future husband. Her mother led her out shyly, while Daniel stood proudly, ready to see the face of the woman he was marrying. "Go on," Amara's father said. "You may unveil your bride." Daniel stepped forward with a smile and gently lifted the wrapper. A scream tore out of him instantly. Amara's face, once the pride of the village, had transformed into the face of a wrinkled, ancient woman with hollow eyes and sagging skin. Daniel staggered backward in terror. His family fled, and he followed, leaving behind the gifts, the feast, and the shocked villagers. Amara's cry echoed across the compound as she ran to a mirror, hoping it was a mistake. But the reflection showed nothing but the cursed face. From that day on, the same thing happened again and again. Suitors came, weddings were planned, but the moment each groom lifted the veil, they saw the hideous face and ran away in horror. Years passed. The laughter of her beauty faded. Her pride melted into sorrow. Her parents, tired and desperate, finally visited Chief Priest Okoro. He listened quietly, then shook his head slowly. "The curse was placed by someone she wronged deeply," he said. "To break it, she must ask the same woman for forgiveness." Amara felt hope spark in her chest. Mama Nena was old, but surely she was still alive. She and her parents travelled to the old woman's hut on the outskirts of the village. But when they arrived, they found only silence. Mama Nena had died 3 months earlier. Amara collapsed to her knees, crying harder than she ever had in her life. Her beauty, her pride, her cruelty. Everything flashed before her eyes. She had destroyed her future with her own behaviour. "Please," Amara whispered through tears. "Take me to her grave." They led her to a quiet corner of the village burial ground, where a simple mound of earth covered Mama Nenna's resting place. Falling flat on the ground, Amara cried and cried until her tears soaked the soil. "Mama Nenna," she sobbed, "I am sorry, I was foolish. My beauty blinded me. Please, forgive me." The wind blew softly, and the trees rustled like whispered prayers. A warm, gentle breeze brushed over Amara's face, carrying a presence she could not see but could feel deeply. In that moment, the spirit of Mama Nenna heard her cry. Forgiveness settled over the grave like morning light. Amara slowly lifted her head. Her mother gasped. Her father stepped forward in disbelief. Her face, her real face, had returned. From that day forward, Amara changed completely. She treated everyone with respect, helped the poor, cared for elders, and became one of the kindest women Riverstone had ever known. The villagers forgave her, and over time, love found her again. This time, a love built not on beauty, but on character. And never again did Amara forget the lesson life had taught her. Beauty can open doors, but character keeps them open.